Thank you, and good afternoon, and welcome. I want to start off by saying thank you for your service to this great country of ours. As a member of the Veterans Tribute Committee, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Daniel L. Neese, Superintendent of the Normandy American Cemetery. Mr. Neese's career with the United States government began in April 1989, when he accepted an assignment as an assistant superintendent trainee at the Phillipsburg American Cemetery. Since that time as an assistant superintendent, he was assigned to the Normandy and Netherlands American cemeteries. Since his promotion to superintendent in 1996, he served the Flanders Field, Netherlands, and Manila American cemeteries. Mr. Neese was reassigned to the Normandy American Cemetery in August 2005, just prior to the Normandy Visitor Center construction project, which broke ground in October 2005. He held this position until 2010. From 2010 until 2013, Mr. Neese served as the Regional Director for World War II South. As the Regional Director, he was responsible for numerous cemeteries, including ones located in Florence, Anitino, Italy, and Carthage, Tunisia, and North Africa. He was also responsible for 2 federal monuments, one located in Gibraltar and one in Casablanca, Morocco. From April 2013 until July 2013, he was the Acting Director of Overseas Operations, ensuring the smooth day-to-day operation of all 24 cemeteries located outside the United States, as well as the operational headquarters staff located in Garches, France. In July 2013, Mr. Neese returned to Normandy as the superintendent and serves in this capacity today. Mr. Neese is an honorable discharge veteran of the United States Air Force. Before his extensive career as a government representative, Mr. Neese was a production manager in the private sector, holding positions from foreman to production superintendent in aluminum and roofing industries. Mr. Neese is married to the former Yolanda Helsen of Pierre, Belgium. Their only child, Oren, lives in Kellogg, Idaho with his wife and 3 children. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Daniel L. Neese, Superintendent of the Normandy American Cemetery. Good afternoon, Mr. Neese. How are you?
To especially out across your audience and see that you have all of those veterans present, it's an absolute privilege, and I'm humbled by the opportunity to participate.
Thank you.
I was asked to speak a few words about the American Battle Monuments Commission, and they just showed you a film of the Normandy American Cemetery. Normandy is only one of 25 permanent cemeteries that the United States government established outside of the continent to maintain by a small agency called the American Battle Monuments Commission. A lot of people don't realize that we have 11 cemeteries only in France, 6 from World War I and 5 from World War II. Normandy, of course, is probably the most known cemetery outside the United States. We have over millions of visitors that visit us each year. People come here. Since my first time being assigned here in 1989, I've had the privilege and distinct honor of talking to veterans from World War II who landed here, participated, went all the way into Operation Markenkant, the liberation of the Netherlands, all the way to crossing the Ruhr and the Rhine rivers, all the way to the liberation of Europe. It's been a distinct honor and privilege for me to participate in this history. You can't imagine, to begin to imagine, to feel what it feels like to be able to greet veterans when they come back here, to absorb and to listen to what they participated in, and to also hear about the sacrifice that they made for our country just so we could be here today to participate in this thanking ceremony for them, as well as the other veterans who participated in the other wars and conflicts of our United States. We're very, very proud of them as well. The Normandy Cemetery is we have 172.5 acres here at this cemetery. We have 35 acres at Pointe du Hoc, where the 2nd Ranger Battalion came up in World War II. And we have a federal monument at Utah Beach. And that's all part of our administrative authority at this point over here. A lot of people don't know that the fact that the cemeteries outside the United States do not belong, that the land does not belong to the United States. They're all given to the United States in perpetuity. That's to say that as long as we maintain them for the intent, whether they were World War I or World War II cemeteries, they belong to us for all intents and purposes, but they're not a sovereignty of the United States. But with all the people who come over here, because we established, you know, the cemeteries were designed originally to meet and greet visitors as far as next of kin. That's what their intent was in the very beginning, because family members would come over. Now we're at the point we're at the third and fourth generation away from the original family member. And we created a visitor center here at the cemetery started in 2005 and it finished in 2007. It expands the knowledge and reaches out to the youth of today to try to pass that knowledge of the enormous price that was paid for our liberty and freedom during World War II to the younger generation. It's been very, very successful, and everyone is very, very happy about this. We've had compliments from every country in the world, and especially out in the United States. We, here at the cemetery, we have outreach programs where we bring in school children. We take them through the cemetery. We develop curriculum to brief them, to reach them on their level, and that way that when someone leaves here, they know that it's just not 9,387 headstones, and it's not just 1,557 names inscribed on the wall missing, but their lives, their fathers, their brothers, their sons, their daughters that lay here forever and eternity so that we can be here today. Thank you very much.
And we do greatly appreciate your time here today. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
At this time, I would like to present Phillipsburg High School Pieces of 8 Barbershop Chorus, led by Miss Debbie Tourette's, to perform Sentimental Journey and Chattanooga Choo Choo.
I'd like to thank Bill Nixon and the entire Veterans Tribute Committee for asking us to perform for you guys again this year. We're very honored that you selected us to perform, and we really appreciate your being here. They already told you the songs we're going to sing, so this is in response to the World War II theme today. We would like to take you back in time.